Right now, the US Navy is facing the most embarrassing math problem in the history of human warfare. To buy a single SM-6 interceptor missile, the Pentagon hands a defense contractor a check for $4 million. That is a mansion with a pool on wheels flying through the sky. To buy a basic commercial kamikaze drone, an enemy proxy hands a guy in a basement $2,000. Do you see the problem here? Every time a billion-dollar destroyer defends itself from a lawnmower with plastic propellers, the US taxpayer loses a lottery jackpot. It is an economic nightmare, and it's exactly why the world's most advanced fleet is low-key having a panic attack. Look, a destroyer isn't a video game. It doesn't have an infinite ammo cheat code. It has exactly 96 vertical launch system cells. Once those 96 missiles are gone, the ship becomes the world's most expensive floating paperweight. It can't pull up to a dock in the middle of a war zone and ask the enemy to time out while they reload. So, if a hostile force launches a synchronized swarm of 100 cheap drones, what's the move? Even if the ship's Aegis radar shoots down every single one perfectly, congratulations, you won the battle, you are officially out of ammo, and you just spent a small country's GDP to kill flying plastic. The enemy is literally trolling the Navy into bankruptcy. And please don't say, but bro, what about the Gatling gun? Look, the Phalanx is awesome, but relying on it to stop 100 incoming drones at close range is like trying to fight off a swarm of angry wasps with a single, high-quality fly swatter. Sure, you'll smash a few, but you are absolutely getting stung by the rest. The crisis got so bad that the Navy went to Congress begging for billions to panic buy replacement missiles. But since factories can't build rockets as fast as guys can put together Amazon drones, the Navy went full science fiction. They are now deploying containerized AI-assisted laser weapons. They track drone optics, blind their sensors, and straight up melt their internal circuitry at the speed of light. The cost per shot? $5. Literally the price of a coffee. Finally, the Navy can stop using a luxury sports car to crush an ant. The era of cheap drone swarms just permanently ended the old rules of naval warfare, proving that sometimes a $2,000 plastic toy can terrify a superpower. But wait, it actually gets worse. Hostile forces aren't just sending these drones one by one. They are using what naval planners call a tactical cocktail. And trust me, this isn't the kind of cocktail that comes with a happy hour discount. They'll throw a low-altitude cruise missile to make the bridge panic, send a rusty, explosive-packed speedboat to distract the sonar, and then unleash the $2,000 drone swarm right into the ship's blind spots. The drones aren't even meant to sink the ship. Their entire job is just to be an incredibly expensive annoyance. They are literally trying to scratch the multi-million-dollar radar lenses and break the communication antennas. Think of it like driving a flawless, luxury supercar down the highway, and someone intentionally throws a brick of frozen cheese at your windshield. The engine is perfectly fine, but you're now driving a $2 billion blind spot into a guardrail. That is how a cheap drone group can paralyze a superpower. So, if building a single rocket takes 9 months, but any guy with an internet connection can assemble 10 drones before lunch, how does the Navy survive next Tuesday? They stop trying to play sniper, and they turn on the ultimate electromagnetic shield. Enter systems like Thor and Leonidas. These are high-power microwave weapons. They don't fire physical ammunition. Instead, they emit a massive, invisible wall of raw radiation that instantly cooks the electronic brains of an entire drone fleet all at once. It turns out the pinnacle of 21st century naval supremacy is basically just a giant, weaponized kitchen appliance. You don't need to fire a $1 million missile when you can just permanently delete the enemy's Wi-Fi router from 5 miles away. The ocean hasn't changed, but the receipt for fighting on it definitely has. The Pentagon finally realized that winning a modern war isn't about who has the biggest budget, it's about who doesn't run out of ammo first. If you want to stay updated on the front line of naval tech before the next major defense budget collapses, hit like button so the algorithm knows you're a certified tactical genius, and subscribe to SkySea Defense to join the crew. Drop a comment below. Would you trust a giant microwave to protect a multi-billion-dollar ship? Stay safe. and I'll see you at the next briefing.